Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more City Skylines, and welcome back to our little city of San Anvíl. Last time, amongst other things, we put in these two new junctions which are serving us very nicely. This is certainly an improvement to look at, and this one, yeah, is a junction we didn't have before. That previous one was just me sort of like doing a junction properly, whereas I just done a very quick bodge job before, but this one is new, and this one is already paying dividends. The junction here is already much less busy. It allows traffic to go in and out of this industrial area. Not a lot of traffic using it, but just enough, obviously, to make sure that other junction isn't too crowded. Also, it gives our other visitors a route into our little tourist trap area. Which, if I bring up the UI, has been suffering a little bit from not enough customers. But we will be working to fix that in this episode. Also, we went and tried to clear up the water. Maybe, I don't think too little, but certainly too late. So that's probably still going to be there by the time we finish this city, because that's not long now. Although, yeah, at least. Most of the city is no longer seeing any kind of brown sludge. In recent episodes, we have been getting some problems with this industrial area as I've transitioned it to Industry 4.0, so it's just highly paid jobs for educated workers. I had hoped that would mean that this would sort of spare the less educated workers for those companies with openings for them, but apparently not, because this industrial area is still struggling to get people in. Over here, also, we've been cracking on with this suburb. I wanted to go and build this side of it once I'd installed the 21 tiles mod, the 81 tiles mod, which I did, and yeah, we've been getting on with that. Our demands are picking up, but with problems like this, with worker issues, I think I'm going to go by my normal trick of, first and foremost, keeping on top of the residential demand. So we're just going to start filling in more of this zone. Hopefully that helps things. I think, yeah, let's just fill in all the way to there. Oh, that's a bit of a squeeze there. I probably should have built that road a bit better. Was this just supposed to be a guide? I think what I've done is this was just supposed to be a guideline road. And I've made it the main road in. Well, quickly fixed. Let's take a road down there. Let's demolish you. Does that leave us any little gaps? Not too bad. I think we'll move you across there. I think that's probably a better fit for you. And then, yes, we can get on with filling the rest of this in. Is that just because of the elevation? Yeah. Some weird zoning squares just because of the elevation. Not to worry. I'm past caring about that stuff at this point. Yes, it's been going on a while. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, I think, is what I've learned from this. I mean, unless you really are trying to do a professional job on this city, on this game, and you've got all the mods and all that stuff. But I kind of don't. So, and I'm not a pro player at City Skylines, so we are just going to sort of make do with the little imperfections like that. So that should develop. Yep, people starting to move in. Hopefully that will tank the residential demand, mean people have more jobs. That's a police car just responding to that emergency. Nice to see. We're just going to let that develop for a little bit. You've got problems with noise pollution. I'm assuming that's partially down. Oh, no, it's because there is a lot of traffic coming up this road here. I think maybe we start to get some of the old higher value road types, which should hopefully, I'll just do them along like that, Should hopefully cut down on the noise pollution from the... What the hell is happening there? Cannot upgrade to this type. Can you not have bus route? What the hell has just happened there? Well, I'll tell you what, we want to refactor that line in a second anyway, so I'm just going to delete the damn thing. There we go. Problem solved. At least for the moment. Why are you not doing this now? What's the problem? You're already that type. You were fine. And yes, we are going to want to delete you as well. Okay. So, in solving one problem, I've sort of created myself another one, but that's okay, because we kind of needed to get on with doing a little bit of this anyway. So, buses, 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 bus line. We want to transport people, essentially, from all over this little suburb to our metro station there. I think, again, I'm going to want to do a figure of 8, as I've been doing with a lot of the districts here, and I think this is big enough. It just means that the line does 2 loops each time, depositing, because otherwise it's just going to be 2 separate loops doing pretty much the same job, and it doesn't allow people to use the buses to travel sort of within the suburb. So yeah, we're just going to do that. Let's start... What shall we do? Let's start with one... So we're going to have one there, obviously. So one there. Okay. Coming along, I think, to there. And there. Let's pick up the pace, Smith. Let's pick up the pace. Just there. There. Let's bring you through here. There. 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 Yeah, there. And then we're not going to bring you back to exactly the same place. Maybe could squidge those last ones a little bit closer together. And then we come up here, and we have one here, and then one there, and then we go on the opposite leg of the journey. Can we just add... Oh, you can just add another one on top of them. Oh. Well, isn't that convenient? And then we'll come round, just come round here. Sticking stops here, there, and everywhere. Say one there. One there. Get the right side of the road. And then coming back down this little back road here. And then it's a bit of a long one. Let's bring you a little closer and have you join up to complete the line. Okay. And we are going to want an absolute shed load of buses on that route. Bus line 9. Is that bus line 9? What bus line is that? Bus line 13. Oh yes, because sometimes the buses despawn. Oh, looks like we've been having a few despawning issues. And you, yes, bus line 13. So we're going to grab you. We want to make you a nice yellow colour, as were the previous buses. And yeah, I think we're going to want quite a few buses on this line. We'll start off with 15, see how that does, and I think we are going to want to have another bus line going in the opposite direction. Fortunately, everything is now marked out for us, so we can do that pretty easily. So, for the first lot, one there. Yes, it's just doing the whole thing in reverse. So yes, we want to bring it up this way. Just putting in sort of complementary stops on the other side of the road wherever I see one going in the other direction. That's quite a long distance, and I'm sure it'll be fine. They can actually, people do walk a fair old way to get to these stops, so it's not going to be too bad to have them spaced out like that. And they do add a little bit of land value. I try not to space them too close together. Just, I mean, not just because it takes a sodding age, but yeah, I think it helps people get to where they want to go quicker. So that's going to be bus line 14, and so we need to keep an eye on this. Bus line 14. Yeah, let's get you a couple more, and we are going to do you the same sort of yellowy colour if I can sort of find it. Was that kind of it? Yeah, that'll do. So that is that line. That suburb kind of fully bussed up now. How are you doing? Is no one actually coming for you? Not coming for you in the threatening sense. Is no one actually coming to give you some medical attention? Yeah, residential demand is going down, which is what I like to see. Oh, yeah, problems with some dead bodies as well. I've noticed we've been getting a few dead bodies in and around here. Oh, lots there. What I might do is just get a little road, little out of the way road, and we'll just put an innocuous little crematorium there, because you know it's a big touristy area. Who knows when you when you're going to overdo it and just die in the middle of your very expensive holiday. I like to think we've prepared for all eventualities with our tourists. Let's just start cleaning some stuff out. Hopefully the increased population should help. We've sort of kind of stalled at just below the 83,000 mark. But hopefully as we get, really get building with these suburbs. Did someone just come? That just disappeared, so I'm assuming that was just dealt with. Yes, I know there's new pieces of land available. There's tons of them. I got the 81 tile mod in. More things to clear out here. But that is... Oh, I demolished the wrong thing. That has slowed that right down. That really has slowed that right down. What else do we have to get on with? One more there. None over here. I think we're all good. You've got... You've got... We just got the one crematorium. We're going to need another crematorium, aren't we? Because this is quite a big area now. So I think we'll just... no, that's going to make you a little too large. I just want to demolish as little as possible while putting this one in, so we can find something. So, I mean, that's a decent size. I think maybe something a little bit more central. So something that's also 3 zoning squares wide. That'll do. Okay, and I think that should be better provision for little Colinas de Espina, sorry. I started with, the name San Anvíl. I think it sounded nice and tropical because it's a tropical themed map and kind of Spanish-y, Latin America-y. Yeah, and since then I've just been sort of basically butchering the language. I've not yet had a phone call from the Spanish ambassador, but I'm sure it's any day now. Speaking of which, I have some more names. Ivy Heights becomes Alturas de Hiedra. I think I'm on reasonably safe ground trying to pronounce that. I've also got some more names. This industrial area was never given its own district. And I say we change that now. So I'm just going to zone that up like that. And this is going to become not Heather Park, but Riverside Park, which is, according to Google Translate, quite a mouthful. Okay, maybe the nice name will attract more workers and these problems will stop. Maybe not, though. What else do we have to do? Briarwood Heights, Birch Hills. Briarwood Heights. I did have a name for you. Oh, yes. You are going to be... Why did you just do that? Right. I with an accent. Peninsula. Can I do this without you? No, you're just going to delete it whenever I do. Right. Well, there's a way around that. And yes, Ocean Peninsula. Why does just doing an A with an accent cause that much trouble? I have no idea whatsoever. What else was there? There's a couple of last things. Birch Hills. I don't have a name for you yet. But this won't be the last episode, so we do have time to come up with it. The other thing I wanted to name. Yes, Hickory Land. So you will become Hickory Park. Or Parquet de Nargol. I think that's okay. Yes, I think that's all the names I wanted to do for the moment. Oh, sodding hell. Getting dangerously close to actually finally breaking that 83,000 mark. Why have you? Oh, we can set it running now. I've fixed the fixed that thing with the buses. I'm like, yes, traffic noise coming up here. Can we just try and that solved it immediately apparently. Yes, just where there's excess traffic noise, I think we just need to start putting some sort of upgrading those roads, clamping down on that noise pollution. Dead body there, I'm sure someone will get to it. How is this road doing? This junction is not looking too healthy. Yeah, backed up really far here. Returning to depot with lots of passengers. Are those just all the buses from where that shut down? I know what I'm going to do though. What tends to help a lot in this situation is just because it's there's 3 lanes on the roundabout. If we upgrade this to 3 lanes, people are stopping there unnecessarily. So, what is it? It's not that one. Is it? It's not that one. Which one is it? This one. Yes. God, I haven't done this for a while, so just saying people can go straight through. And given that, yeah, most of the people that come along this left-hand lane are wanting to go into this left-hand lane and turn straight off, I think we're going to actually sort of do that with some lane priorities here, some lane instructions. And we'll want people to get into lane quite early on as well. Just so that should help. What's next? What was I going to do next? Yes! This, our first proper suburb. I always meant to come back to this because there is stuff that needs doing to it. Oh, will you stop it? Will you just stop it now? You know, I'm just going to demolish you just preemptively. because... What was I about to say? Yes. I need to go in and sort of finish this off, by which, as ever, I mean plaster it with trees, and make sure there's no last-minute adjustments I need to make. So, yeah, let's get treeing. You know what? I think that'll do. This is a huge suburb. I could spend hours upon hours upon hours. I'm just gonna chuck a few more in here just because it does help to cover up the bare rock on these particularly steep bits. Make it look a little bit more pleasing to the eye. But I think after that we'll call it job done. Yeah, there's only so long you can actually spend doing this sort of thing. Okay. And we do have some other things to get round to before we go. One of which... Oh god, I left the game running whilst I was doing that, didn't I? Oh god, now look. Actually, it's not as bad as, you know, it could be. There's a new piece of land available for purchase. Oh god, is there still a dead body there? You know what? Screw it. There is always a dead body at that police station. I'm not sure what it says about the prevalence of police brutality in my city, but clearly, Neptune Media Store. I thought I put one in not that long. I did. I put one right there. Right there. That should service this place, but no, apparently we need a dedicated... our little forestry area needs a dedicated crematorium. I mean, I suppose you will get a fair amount of industrial accidents with all those saws and what have you. So what's going on here? So you are creating a train that, yeah, trains are sort of like vanishing now and despawning. It's not it's not fun on this train network. It's one of the things I really should have designed better. And if I was going to spend more time on this game, I think I would try and sort that out. The advice you're given is to try and make your train line into a loop. So I think I did mention that if I did have more time, I'd bring this up here. I'd have some sort of other suburb somewhere in here. We'd probably stick an industrial area near it. So I take this up around here and hook it in here. Be a bit of a pain in the ass because I've actually designed this with the fact that this is the terminus in mind. So yeah, I'd have to shift a few things about or take the train line the other side just so it gives it an option to do a tunnel. So they do have a way to bypass the station. Okay. So I just want to get started on one last thing before we go. So we've got the one tourist attraction, but clearly the one major tourist attraction, and that is the, well, we've got the Modern Art Museum, what have you, Modern Art Gallery. We do have our little amusement park here, but I want to throw something else in there. So we are going to go to here. We are going to go paint ourselves another park area. We're going to put the brush size down because that is going to be massive. And along here, we are just going to paint ourselves a little park area. I'm just going to push that in a little bit. I'm going to need the smaller tool, aren't I? Just going to push that in a little bit where it's encroaching a little bit much. Let's just take you out like that. So this, yes. We have two types of park in our city now from the Park Life mod. We have the nature reserve over here. We also have the amusement park. So there's two we don't have, and that's the zoo and the city park. But what we are going to do here is the zoo. So let's go and put space already occupied. Why, oh why? It's an ordinary road. There's barely a curve on it. Really? I can't put you on any piece of road that's even remotely curved. Okay. Fair enough. And let's have a zoo side gate. We can't even put the small... Oh, for God's sake. Well, let's have a zoo side gate over here. Honestly? Seriously? I can't believe it's coming to this, but apparently it has. I'm just going to make a little side road just so that we can stick another side gate on here. That is chuffing ridiculous. Right, decorated zoo path, I think, and we'll take something out here. How far? We'll take something across here. And I don't know quite what that was. I think that was my way of saying, quite sure what to do here. Let's just take a road out like, well, not a road, a little path out like that, and then we will just hook you in like that. So what do we want? And I think close, just here at the entrance, we'll have these little plazas. Little cafe for people to refresh themselves. Souvenir shop. Once again, cashing in before I've actually built anything of note. Restrooms of course, vital. And there's no water to this thing, is there? So we'll just bring some water out to there for the moment. I'm assuming that, yeah, the power's carrying along quite nicely there. What else do we want? Moose and reindeer enclosure. Oh, that's quite a chunky little thing, isn't it? Do you not have to be actually adjacent to a path? You just stick it down like that. Let's bring that down. It's just... oh, the moose and reindeer. You're not... You're saying you're not attached to... Well, of course you're not attached to a path. You wouldn't let me attach you to a path. Right. Oh, I see. Is it because... it's got its own paths? Ah! And then you hook them up like that. Right. Gotcha. Ah, this is possibly more palaver than it's worth. Let's just bring you out there like that, and we'll bring you along like that, and hook you back in there. Just to cover us for anything we want to do with this zoo. What else do we have? Moose and reindeer enclosure. The enclosure. Let's get a bird. Oh, you will attach. You will attach nicely there. Okay. Let's get a birdhouse. And the antelope enclosure. Something I think goes nicely with sort of like the moose and reindeer. And what are we going to do with this park? Wildlife Park. Huh. Well, that's an imaginative naming scheme. Let's get this just down to $1, just while we level the whole thing up. And yes, we do not want to call this Park Wildlife Park. We will call this Zoo. Oh god, it's another one with these accents. I hope this isn't gonna... No, that one works. That one's fine. Zoologico. I'm having to read this off my notepad. Zoologico de San Anvíl. San Anvíl Zoo. Yeah. Okay. Looking pretty nice. Hopefully that will level up pretty quickly. We can get some more attractions in here, some more stuff. Many people visiting. Oh, yeah, people pouring through the gates there. Total visitors until next level. Yeah, that should be heading up quite quickly, and it is. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully, you know, more tourists drawn to the city and to this area. We can stop this. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to start dezoning some areas, and it's not going to look quite as impressive. But hopefully, it won't come to that. Hopefully it will not come to that. Yes, but that is all for the time being. Oh my god, not enough goods to sell. It's back. It continues, yeah. So we'll try to keep abreast of that problem. Stuff for another day. Until then, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.